Hello, my name is Brendan and I'm your local McGraw-Hill consultant for Norco College. Your instructor and my team collaborated to come up with your course materials for the current semester in Interpersonal Communication, or COM9. Today I'll be briefing you on Connect and SmartBook. We'll be going to complete a portion of your assignments for the semester. We'll talk about some best practices for running the program. We'll get into the process of registration. We'll look at the materials that are available to you, in particular SmartBook. We'll look at your purchasing options and wrap things up with technical support. So to ensure the smoothest experience in the program, I recommend running one of these three web browsers. If you have a Mac at home, Safari is proven effective. Beyond that, Firefox or Google Chrome come recommended. Please note that we ask that you refrain from running Internet Explorer when accessing Connect. Internet Explorer updates a little too rapidly for McGraw-Hill, and as such it can create an unuser-friendly experience. Connect is software, and like any other software or online-based application, it has a tendency of slowing down if there's too much space being taken up through your web browser. So we ask that once a month, once every couple of weeks sort of thing, you clear the cookies, cache files, and web browsing history on your internet browser, and this will ensure ample room for the program to run, and as such, the smoothest experience possible. Your required materials for this course are going to be Interpersonal Communication, 3rd edition by Corey Floyd. Please note a print text for this class is not required. However, everyone will need to have Connect access. The campus bookstore does carry both print copies of the book that will contain a Connect access code, and we will get into your alternative purchasing options here in just a moment. So to register, you're just going to log into your Blackboard account and locate COM9 with your instructor. Open up the folder from the left-hand navigation menu that will contain your Connect assignments. When you open that folder up, you'll see a list of icons similar to what you see here. To register, you're just going to go ahead and click on any one of those icons because it will greet you with the same welcome screen to Connect. Go ahead and hit Continue, and then everyone will be asked to enter an email address. We do ask that you use your Norco student email when registering in Connect. If you've already used Connect or registered with another course, just go ahead and use the same email you used when registering as you did prior. Everyone will be asked to create an account in the Connect. Pretty straightforward. First name, last name, security question, and password. Then you'll hit Next Step. And then everyone will be brought to this screen. I mentioned the bookstore before. If you went to the campus bookstore, you already have your access code. If you shopped online at a third-party retailer such as Amazon, they may have mailed an access code to you. You just enter that access code in the space provided, click Submit, and you're done. Maybe you're on financial aid and waiting for your money to post. Maybe your work schedule's still up in the air. Maybe you're not sure if you're going to stick with the class. Whatever the case, in the meantime, McGraw-Hill provides everyone with 2 weeks of courtesy access to Connect. There's no credit card required, and this provides access to both the online text as well as all the online course assignments necessary for you to get started in the class. And then at the end of those 2 weeks, or any time prior to the end of those 2 weeks, you will need to make a decision. Go to the bookstore, purchase a code, drop the class, or whatever alternative you and your instructor arrive upon. Which leads to your third option is you can always purchase access direct from McGraw-Hill. There's no code exchange necessary here. This is an all-digital offering, meaning you plan to bring your laptop or your tablet to class, and that's where you're going to be accessing your content for the duration of the term. Once you select the option that works best for you, you're all registered and set. This is a snapshot of the home screen in Connect. If you elected to purchase online access only direct from McGraw-Hill, and you go a couple weeks into the semester and decide you really prefer to read from a print copy of the book as opposed to an online, you will have an alternative option to acquire the print copy of the book by following the link here below. And for $25, McGraw-Hill will mail a loose leaf binder-ready version of the book directly to your home. SmartBook is a study tool designed for student success and makes use of adaptive technology many folks may have already experienced in programs such as Amazon or Netflix. SmartBook will be highlighting what you specifically need to read, what you need to study, and what you need to learn, ensuring that every minute you invest in the program will be returned to you as the most value-added minute possible. It's what we call the high-impact minute, and it's powered by LearnSmart. So what does this mean? Well, LearnSmart will be asking you questions based on pre-selected learning objectives by your instructor. Your instructor has combed through each chapter and decided which concepts they emphasize and de-emphasize respectively, and that is what is governing this question. That's where this question is coming from. In addition to your question, you'll have an answer set. This one's multiple choice, some are true or false, some are fill in the blank. However, in addition to your answer, LearnSmart's going to be asking you to assign a confidence value to your answer. There's a fine line between thinking you know the correct answer and then actually knowing the answer, and this module is going to measure that for you. And then it will recirculate these questions at different intervals based upon your input. Much like Netflix will expose the user to content that they weren't aware of before, LearnSmart is going to be introducing students to concepts that maybe they need a little more review in. Based on your performance in the LearnSmart module, SmartBook is going to be highlighting the corresponding passages in the ebook. They're color-coded. As you can see, these are in green, this one's grayed out, and this one's in yellow. Green means go. Green means you've demonstrated mastery of this concept. You are both confident and correct in your answer. And we want to move you on to the passages that are highlighted in yellow. Yellow means slow down. Maybe reread just this passage here. Answer a few more questions to build a little greater foundation of this content. This passage will then turn to green, move on to the next. The goal here is to cut through some of the anecdotal and auxiliary reading that has its value in the reading process itself. However, when you're studying for an exam, you want to get directly to the passages in the book that have an impact on your grade. We're getting a lot of great feedback on this program, and we hope you enjoy it. Thank you for your time. My final slide is on tech support. Please recall the clearing of your cached files, your cookies, and your web browsing history in the event of a delay in the program. Please make sure you're not running Internet Explorer. If you're still having an issue, please give the customer care team a call and note their hours. Please do not bombard your instructor with technically related questions about your browser or whether your computer is configured appropriately. It's only going to delay a solution for you. Give the customer care team a call, and every time you call one of our agents, the agent will provide you with a case number. Regardless of the outcome, I'd ask that you write that case number down, jot that down, because in the event the agent is either not able to solve your issue or your issue reoccurs, I'd ask that you bring that case number directly to my attention. It's very easy for me to come to campus and assist you one-on-one if necessary, but I need you to do your due diligence first. Please send me that case number with the number itself and the subject heading of your message, and what that also allows me to do is I can contact tech support on your behalf while you're sitting in class or you're at work to arrive again at a more timely solution. Thank you again for your time, and best of luck in interpersonal communication.